channel. So it's your girl Jennifer here again. How are you doing? I hope you're all okay and you're all good. Well, I'm fine, and you know the normal drill. If you want to be a part of my family, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I post videos as soon as it drops, like hot as it drops immediately. And then don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment, and we can always be talking about so many things and many other things. And so we're moving on into the video of today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to move in silence. And okay, firstly, what is moving in silence, or what does that phrase even really mean, moving in silence? I know we've seen things like that, we've heard things like that, people say they're going to move in silence this other half of the year. Everybody just wants to be loud about it without actually moving in silence. So first things first, what does it mean to move in silence? I feel to move in silence is just to make some kind of moves, to make decisions, to make projects, plans, and without broadcasting it. You're not announcing it to the world, they're not telling anybody. It could be in marriage, it could be business moves, career moves, you get all those money moves that people just make, or just deciding to change, just being a better person. That is a move that you can actually do, and without announcing it, people just begin to see, okay, this is what you're doing. They just see the results of these things. Talk about, or the first thing we will be saying is, do not tell people your plans. Don't tell people your businesses, don't tell people your ideas. What I mean by this is that if you tell somebody, I have a plan, when it is just at the early baby stage, you have not developed that idea, you have not sat down, you don't have a blueprint of what you actually want to do. You really don't need to tell people your plans, your great ideas, your project goals. They are going to see the things you're up to when they begin to see the results on you or about you. Especially, you don't want to be telling people, look at announcing. I see people on social media, they do, this is what I'm doing now, what do you think about this, and all those kind of things. People usually do it, you know, we see those kinds of things. But if you keep announcing the things that you want to do, and okay, let's say a situation that you actually cannot achieve some of these things that you keep posting about, or you keep talking about, or you keep telling people about, and you don't achieve them, people just wait for a while and they don't see you do that thing again. Most of the time you're going to come off as a joker to most people, and you don't want anybody to see you as an unserious person. That is not something we want this other part of the year that we're going to enter. So it would be better you just zip up and make decisions, take moves without announcing it, without letting people know that this is the thing that you want to venture into. I had a friend. I told a friend of mine a situation that happened to me. I wanted to go into some type of business, and I spoke to her about it. Do you know what I got? She was like, okay, do it. It would be nice. Not that she gave much input, but she just said, do it. And I went ahead, and after a while, the things I needed to do, I couldn't do them. She was the first person to laugh at me, because she was expecting, like, okay, she kept counting days, she kept waiting for me to speak about it, and I never did any of that sort of thing. And she was like, you're not a serious person. She was just blabbing about stuff, and I felt really bad. And it just taught me a big lesson. The fact that you have friends, it doesn't mean that, okay, you should go about telling or spilling everything to your friend, and it doesn't also mean that you should be secretive in a way, but you just don't have to tell them your original crude plans when the plan hasn't yet come to fruition. And it also leads to pressure, because personally, I felt she was counting the days for me. She was always expecting me to come up and talk about the particular thing I said, and it gave me so much pressure because I did not know where to start from. The things I needed to do it, I did not know where to get them, and that taught me a big lesson. It's not as if you do not love your friends, but you just have to wait develop some of your original ideas before you tell anybody about your plan. We'll be talking about, which is taking your ideas to an expert, or taking these ideas to a person that you know is either a professional or a trusted person. Now, okay, let me set an example. Okay, I want to trade the forex market. Am I going to go and tell my girlfriend about that? Okay, what does she know about forex firstly? No offense, but she doesn't have any idea about anything pertaining to that area. So I will not go to her and tell her, okay, I want to start trading forex. That is not going to happen. I will rather go to an expert or somebody that I know is well equipped and vested in that area, and tell the person, okay, I've done this survey, I want to do this, I want to put money, I want to learn how to trade. And that person is actually going to help me to focus and toe in the line I want to. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't have a circle of people or a trusted person that you can go and confide in. Apart from the expert or the professional that you talk to about your plans or your ideas, you can actually have a friend. I have a circle of trusted people that I go to and I confide in them, and most of the time we just brainstorm about these ideas, and we talk and we figure out things. And I trust them with my life, and they're going to be honest with me, because in life you need people to be honest with us. Honesty is something that they are going to tell you things, and that is going to be very, very beneficial to you and in building whatever it is that you want to build. So you figure out a particular group of persons, or a person or an expert that you can go to and you confide in, or you discuss your plans and your ideas with that particular person, and they will tell you the things that you need to do. So if these people have your best interest at heart, because not everybody has your best interest at heart, and in situations where you go to Facebook and you post a thing about your plan, you know, it's different opinions. They're going to come from different people, most people that don't know you, some people that know you, and all those kind of things. But if you know people that have your best interest at heart, they're going to be open. One, they're going to tell you truthfully, okay, if you're going to be able to do it, they'll honestly explain it to you, and they'll just let you see what they are also seeing. And that is important. We all need people like that in our lives. And when I talk about social media, nothing has to go on social media, except it is like a market survey, except it is in situations where you just want to have the public opinion of people about a certain thing. You can just go on and ask a question. You don't personalize it, and so you begin to see the test. Okay, your test running, and you're seeing the interest of people in that axis, or in whatever it is that you want to do. That is something that you can actually do. But I do not mean for you to go and say, okay, tomorrow morning I am going to plan something, this is what I have in store, this is what I have in my library, I'm going to, you do not need to do that. Please listen to the next thing, which is self-control. Having self-control. I know some people do not have it, but if you discipline yourself in this aspect, you are definitely going to be able to move in silence very well. Because, let's say in a situation that, okay, you're probably in a gathering, or you're in the midst of people, and you're talking about something, people are talking about something, sometimes you just begin to vent. You just start spilling your plans, you spill your ideas, you spill whatever thing it is that you're intending to do. And to some people, I wouldn't advise that, except it is in a situation where somebody asks you, okay, what do you think on this? How about this? Or they're just asking to know what you do. And you begin to tell them, okay, I'm working on this, but you do not give the full details of what it is that you're really working on. You don't have to give like the original bulk plan. You do not have to do that, because in situations that there are people that are ready to hijack that. We know it, and it is real. Okay, you could actually go and tell somebody, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm planning to do, and then the person that you're talking to could be ready, mentally, financially, he's ready to take up that plan. If that plan is actually worth something, or that idea is elevating, that person may have the upper hand to actually hijack that plan. In you that is talking about it, you may not have the resource to start immediately, because if you had gotten the resources you needed, you would have just moved it, right? But you never. You're still deliberating, you're still working on it, you're still developing it, and you're telling it to another person that has an advantage. That person can just hijack that plan from you and take it to the next level, begins to work on it, and you seem to be like the one copying if you eventually find out. You do not need to do that. So when you do these things and you have this kind of self-control, you know you're going to move in silence. You don't just go somewhere and you sit and begin to vent out your ideas to the wrong person, or you just announce it, like they keep saying, you're announcing and announcing and announcing, and in the end, nothing comes up. So please, let's just be careful. I've decided and I've learned to move in silence, and that is one of the ways in which that is the path I have treaded, and I confidently keep on treading. Even before I started my YouTube channel, I'm going to say this, I have sisters in other states, I have relatives, and a lot of them did not know that I was going to begin a YouTube channel. Only about 4 people in my circle, really tight circle, had the knowledge about what I wanted to do. Nobody knew, nobody in my friends knew, none of my, okay, let me not say none of my friends, most of my friends did not know about it. It was just something that I told confidently about 3 people. And I began working on that, and they also gave me advices, they told me what to do and all those things. Because I did not just want to put it out there. And it came as a shock to many people that knew me, because when I started campaigning for subscribers, when I started asking people to subscribe to my channel, it was like, where is this coming from? When did this one happen? Jennifer, what is this? Tell me. I never knew about this. Are you capable of doing all this? And I was just getting those kind of comments, and I was like, okay, well, it's out. I didn't give them anybody an opportunity to downplay or crush my ideas, or better still, just hijack it for themselves. Like I've seen some people do, but we still move and we're moving forward. So please, let's endeavor to move in silence, because when you actually get things done, it is better. People are actually concerned about results. They're not concerned about plans. And so you have to expect that, and you have to know and have that at the back of your mind. So please don't forget to share with me the things that you experienced when you had maybe blotted your information out to another person, or you just moved in silence and somebody was shocked about something. I'd really like to hear them in the comment section below. And also, if you want to follow me on my IG just to see me outside YouTube, you can actually do it. My IG handle is right on the screen, and then you can also subscribe. And I love all my subscribers. Like, you guys are my main family here. You're the reason why I'm sitting here talking, and I love you guys so much. So please don't forget to like, don't forget to share. If this video is going to be helpful to another person, please share it for others to see, and comment and turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I post new videos. Ciao, ciao. See ya in the next one.